Welcome to the Get Your Ass Up Podcast. I'm your host, Tony the Closer, and today we're kicking off a series that's been making waves in the real estate streets, y'all. It's called the BigBizzness Expose. We're uncovering the truth behind the real estate empire. In this series, we'll be diving deep into the story of real estate influencer known as Greg BigBizzness Parker. From his meteoric rise to the allegations that have put him on the hot seat, we'll leave no stone unturned. So buckle up because this one's going to be crazy, y'all. Man, listen. He built an empire on a promise of wealth, success, but behind that glitz and glamour, there was a storm brewing, allegations of unpaid mentees, disgruntled investors and employees, unquestionable business practices. Man, all this has put Greg BigBizzness Parker on the hot seat right now. He's under the microscope. What's the real story behind this real estate mogul? How did it all come crashing down? Join me, your boy Tony the Closer, on the Get Your Ass Up podcast as we unravel this big business saga. From the rise to the controversy, we're exposing it all. The BigBizzness Expose coming soon. Welcome to the Get Your Ass Up Podcast. I'm Tony the Closer. I'm here to inspire and motivate you to never give up on your dreams. As a former NFL athlete who overcame personal setbacks like going to jail and bankruptcy, I turned my life around to become one of the top salesmen in the world. In this podcast, we'll feature celebrity guests, successful entrepreneurs, and my incredible network to give you real-world advice on how to achieve success in all aspects of life. Whether you're looking to build a successful business, achieve financial freedom, or simply need some motivation to keep pushing forward, we've got you covered. Man, we've had amazing celebrity guests on here like Dame Dash, T.I., my boy Joe Hayden and Edgerrin James, Andre Berto, and more, sharing their stories and insights on how to reach their full potential. Listen, so are you ready to get your ass up and achieve your dreams? Hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss an episode of the Get Your Ass Up podcast with me, your boy Tony the Closer. Let's dive in. Let's change your life together. Let's go. Ooh, it's been going down this morning. What's up, baby? Hey, yo, good morning. Well, good afternoon now. Welcome back. We just had an hour session with one of the victims. Man, this shit is crazy, man. Once we hit an hour, IG closes down a live. They give us hour segments, and I'm actually okay with that because y'all be working me too hard. So first thing is what I need you to do before I work any further. I need to throw in a commercial break. This episode is sponsored by the Get Your Ass Up Podcast. Make sure if you haven't already done so, go subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Use the Get Your Ass Up. Make sure you give us a 5-star rating. It's lit. Ooh, it's been going crazy, man. Greg BigBizzness tried to play with me tomorrow. Tony got cases. Nigga, you been stealing like a motherfucker. As soon as I open up my DM, guess what happened? As soon as I open up my DM, guess what happened, Greg?
Another one.
As soon as I open my DM, as soon as I got off live and I opened my DM, guess what I found, y'all?
Another one.
Guess what I found, y'all?
Another one.
Man, ain't no way these niggas is coming out this fast like this.
Another one.
Listen, I can't believe that this nigga Greg got this many people out here like this. Boy, Greg, ain't no motherfucking way. Yes, you have to get the Apple Podcast app. If you got an iPhone, just put the little podcast app in there. Go to search Get Your Ass Up. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm giving away $1,000. I've been giving away $1,000 every single day to people that subscribe to the podcast. All you got to do is leave a 5-star rating. Say that it's the most lit podcast. We're trying to get this podcast to the #1 podcast in the world. Let's fucking go. Man, this nigga Greg got more people in my DM than I ever had in my life.
Another one.
I've never seen shit like this. I thought Jay was the worst nigga in the world, but this nigga outdone him. If there was a Mount Rushmore, they would have Greg in the middle. So we got Greg and Jay on the Mount Rushmore. We got to figure out how who's the other face that we put on the on Mount Rushmore, because we're gonna figure this shit out. We're gonna figure out who the biggest 3 scammers in the black community. We're gonna get them all out here soon. Yeah, this one. Hey, look, we know this financial fraud is a motherfucker, wire fraud and bank fraud, and it's a whole lot of shit happening, man. They already hit the nigga with the real estate RICO.
We might just get hit with the RICO.
Ooh, that nigga was the first nigga got hit with the real estate RICO. I ain't never thought I would hear a nigga that got hit with the real estate. I keep saying a couple names there. Why they throw Dana in here? Y'all niggas is crazy. Who the 3 biggest scammers in the black community, y'all? Let me know. He said the preacher from New York. Oh man. Hey, nigga said, what exactly is the real estate RICO?
We might just get hit with the RICO.
If you want to know what the real estate RICO is, you got to ask that nigga Greg BigBizzness partner, because he's the first nigga I ever seen get hit with the real estate RICO.
We might just get hit with the RICO.
That nigga, hey boy, oh, y'all said Narfis in it too? Why y'all putting Narfis in it? Ooh, they said Stormy. Ooh, y'all putting names in this bitch today. Hey, let me get Eli in here. I'll let Eli come here and get chewed out by the Philly niggas. Them Philly niggas don't fuck with you, Eli. Hey, Xavier, nigga, I've been calling you for weeks, nigga. Why you ain't call me back? I'm starting to take it like you on some Charleston White shit, nigga. What you on? Hey, am I the only nigga that feel away? If I call you and I've been showing you love and I fuck with you and did free podcasts, free shit like that, if you don't respond back to me, nigga, I'm gonna start looking at niggas like they motherfucking some funny acting niggas, man. I be showing love on niggas like, hey, yo, don't let me call you 3-4 times and you ain't call me back. The fuck is you on? Niggas ain't that goddamn busy. You ain't that busy, Xavier. Nigga done told me you call me back 4 times. I know your podcast popping, nigga, but don't goddamn do me like I'm like that. I'm just fucking with you, bro. I know you with that goddamn. You got your baby, nigga. Don't you still? Hey, look, you better find some goddamn time because you ain't with that baby all day. Yeah, they go Hollywood on you, nigga. Get the podcast jumping, and they go Hollywood. That's what he do. That's what he do. Hey, yo. Hey, look. Hey, I bet you gonna call me now and I called your ass out in front of 800 people. They like, oh man, that nigga Xavier Hollywood on the closer, man. Yeah, he went to Hollywood on the nigga. Uh-oh. Ali Bankhead, if she respond, I'm gonna get y'all right now. We might have another one. Hey, did y'all say that Durr and his baby mama, they be scamming? Oh, y'all niggas is crazy. He said, I need new audio. What's up with my audio? The minute I tried to add Eli, it fucked up. Man, fuck Charleston White.
People that you don't even know, that shit is like crazy, bro. Like all these motherfuckers.
Yo, can you hear me?
Oh shit, what up, nigga?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hey, check my audio because when Eli didn't answer my what's the name, now my shit fucking up. I'm gonna hang up and bring it right back. Eli fucked up my audio, man. Damn. No, the audio's good. You hear me? Yeah, but they saying they can't hear me. You can't hear me, bro? T-Pain can't hear me. Hey, what was wrong with T-Pain shit, man? That nigga said he couldn't hear me. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, cool, man. All right, I thought we was having an issue, man. This nigga Eli the cop, that nigga, I would have added this nigga in here. The nigga fucked up the shit, man. Man, Officer Eli, man, don't be fucking up my shit, nigga.
I'm ready to report to duty.
Hey, look, all these young Philly niggas is like, yo, Eli, op, nigga, that nigga motherfucking cop ass nigga.
I expect ignorant people to say that, you know? But it's funny. We can have fun with it.
Hey, yo, so tell me this, like, what, like, I know you watched the earlier breakdown with the young man Keith. What's your thoughts on that situation and what BigBizzness is actually, you know, getting people to actually send the money over, no paperwork, and just the lack of business involved with BigBizzness?
I kind of sound like a broken record at this point, but it's exactly what I was saying before, where number one, there's a conflict of interest. You have a guy who's using the mentorship to offload properties that he already owns. And these are properties that he's purchased allegedly for $2,000, $5,000, and he's then flipping them to them for $40,000, $50,000, $70,000. That is insane to just think about that from the standpoint of you're taking a property you got for $2,500 or $5,000 and selling it to somebody for $40,000. And then to be quote unquote big business, to be this expert and not know that the property you selling to someone is on the condemned list is just absolutely crazy to me, right? And then to see, it goes back to what I was saying before, where you got an individual who all across the board, he benefits off the top. So you're taking all the risk and he's benefiting immediately off the top. Because remember, the minute you give him $20,000, $40,000 for the property, he's already in the money. You're paying him for the mentorship, he's already in the money. Then he's putting rehab construction loans on these properties. And if you look at the comps in the area, there's no way you're going to get nowhere near what you're going to try to sell that property for on the back end. So clearly, the deals are designed to fail. Now, something you said that was really, really important about the term culture vulture, right? Because see, whenever we talk about rappers and the deals and how they get finessed by, you know, record labels, or we look at people like Vlad, everyone always like to talk about, you know, their culture vultures, they come into our culture. But see, I look at it differently. Just because a person isn't black or not from the culture, you know, or just because the person is black and of the culture doesn't mean they can't be a culture vulture, because they're using the culture to prey on you. And what is amazing to me is somehow it's goofy to try to defend black people. It's goofy to try to educate black people. It's goofy to try to give black people a platform to share their trauma. But it's real nigga shit to defraud black people. It's keeping it real to scam black people. It's keeping it real to sell people abandoned fucking properties for $70,000. That's real nigga shit. See, you got to really understand and see, Kevin Samuels spoke about this before, and it's really, really important. We got to create a divide. Let the real dumb, ignorant niggas stay over there and let the educated black people stay over here. If you want to be a real nigga and you want to keep it in the streets, stay the fuck over there. But for those of us who really want to build wealth, who want to educate ourselves, who are really trying to do something, we want to be over here. See, you know, because I see a lot of these other platforms and podcasts trying to throw shots and calling this goofy. No, see, this is real financial literacy. What you're doing right now, breaking down how the real estate game is supposed to go, this is really doing it for the culture. See, the rest of y'all doing it for your pockets. See, doing it for the culture is just a way for you to sell something. See, what we're doing here now is teaching people, I don't give a damn if you are doing business with your mama. There needs to be a contract in place. See, that's how real businessmen operate. where we have an expectation of how the deal is supposed to go.
I did business with you, didn't I? Didn't I do business with you?
Yes, we did, and we had a contract
in place, right?
Yes, 100%. That's how it's supposed to go.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, what you're supposed to do is, there's no way you're driving around in Rolls, because he tried to take a shot at me on the live the other day by saying, oh yeah, the guy was talking about he drive Rolls Royce. I'm like, yeah, I am talking about that. Because if you're pushing a Rolls Royce and you're on a jet and you're in a multi-million-dollar home, but it take you 2 years to pay people back, then you really ain't big business.
Not pay people back. Not pay people back, but it's the amount of money of some of these people. You got people running you down for $10,000. Ain't no, hey Eli, on some real shit. We spend that on a night out on the weekend. Hey,
listen,
that's
you know me.
That's a night out for us, man. Hey, look, between Poppy Steak, going out, hitting booby trap and everything else, nigga, that's a night out. So you tell me that for 3-4 years, somebody got to run down a millionaire for $9,000, $10,000, $20,000, bro. You a broke ass nigga, bro. You capping.
Exactly, and I'm glad you said that, because see, I keep saying this, but I gotta emphasize it because it's very important, because he's not the only one that's going to get exposed in the coming months. Everyone looked like a genius in the bull market when we were in the bubble. This guy's a stock master. This guy's a real estate expert. This guy's an NFT expert. Everyone was an expert in everything. Every other week, they're launching a different course. They're teaching you Toro. They're teaching you Airbnb. They can clean your credit. Now that the economy has come back to a regular level, now we're going to see who really is recession proof. Now we're going to really see who are the master investors. Who are the financial revolutionaries?
I see what you just did there. I see what you just did there.
Right? We're going to see now who actually can stand on their own and really teach the culture.
Eli being here taking shots on the low, y'all.
because it's amazing to me how people, they need all these gimmicks to sell their products. See, like, I don't need to pretend to be for black people to sell black people. I leave with the information. Either you want the knowledge or you don't. I don't need the props. I don't need the jets. I don't need the yachts. I don't need the rappers. I can stand on my own to know that what I'm offering you, I can help you make money. Right now in my room, I'm trading live in front of my students. If you actually are a person who say you can do what you do, you shouldn't need all of those props to do what you say you can do. And for those of you who need a person to show you those props to buy something, you're part of the problem too. If we're here to get educated, if we're here to get the information, a person should be able to demonstrate that to you in real time.
Hold on,
not on Market Mondays.
Let me jump in real quick. Let me jump in real quick. And I just seen somebody said, but you're selling right now. Let's have clarity on something, folks. There's absolutely nothing wrong with people selling courses. There's nothing wrong with mentorships at all. The issue is that if you're buying mentorships from people that aren't delivering and actually doing the shit that they say that they can do for you, and you can't actually get the results based off that information. So many people got this shit fucked up. Like, yo, hey, I just seen a name come up that said, I'm gonna investigate that nigga too. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I know I seen that one a couple times. But listen, man, we have to have clarity in our culture, right? What's happened right now, because you have these guys that have taken advantage of people and did bad business and sold courses and programs and mentorships without actually delivering. People are now starting to think that courses are bad for you. No, if you're buying bullshit from bullshit people, if you're going to get bullshit. And right now, what happened? The education space did get clouded with people who just started, learning something from one person, going and regurgitating it from another person. They might hear me say something, they might hear Eli say something, and they don't even know the full context of it, and they putting it inside of a program or reciting it online, and now you're going to follow this person because you think that they're actually an expert in that lane. And that's where a lot of people have been taking advantage of people, because they haven't truly did the work. They haven't truly did the research. They go take bits and pieces off something that they heard from somewhere else, and then they package it and sell it out to you. And I'm not even trying to hate on the little nigga Dare from the other day, but just like him, he comes out and he's like talking about how he is a millionaire or made a million and all these different things, and you see his child mom come up and talk about him. What I pay attention to is really the details, man. And then immediately I started getting people sending me DMs talking about their experiences with him. And the reality is that most of these people understand that, hey, if I told my story and I attach a call to action to the back of it, that people that are less fortunate than me will resonate with that story and then spend with me. And most of these people don't actually have the experience to truly be able to get the shit done other than doing it with themselves or their family. So you just have to be very careful when you are listening to people who are trying to just sell based off story and not really being truly experts. Like, let me see a body of work. Don't let me see 4 or 5 testimonials. I saw his girlfriend give him his baby mama gave him a testimonial after they were just going back and forth on live. I'm looking on his page. I said, God damn, she was just on. I said, okay, wait a fucking minute. So the clear thing is, man, with like mentorship, coaching, and everything else, this shit, when Clubhouse got out here a couple years ago, everybody started fucking making courses. Everybody started making ebooks. Neo and all them niggas, I blame you niggas. You niggas start trying to sell anything and everything when the pandemic started because you didn't know how to sell your actual course that you had. So you motherfuckers just start selling everything. And then you sold it to niggas that ain't have no business goddamn with the information in the sauce. See, that's what happens. Niggas say, hey, I'm going to sell the sauce to anybody. Even if the niggas don't really qualify for the sauce, I'm going to sell it to them. And then what happens? You got a whole bunch of niggas that's now just going out here and putting out bullshit because they want to try to make some money. And no, I never put out no bullshit that I listen. My course is real estate based. Everybody should know real estate. Everybody should understand the basics of how to find an off-market property. Everybody should know how to own shit. That's real estate. There's nothing wrong with that. This other shit, when you goddamn, you want to tell everybody they should have an ebook and everybody should have a course, and like, nah, I'm not. Like, I just realized that there's certain people that you just have to limit what they have access to because they're not coming in with good intentions.
Also, too, it's about proof of concept. See, it's one thing for you to take someone's course and learn something. It's another thing for you to apply it. See, Malcolm Gladwell in the book Outliers, he talks about how many hours it takes to be a professional in a particular subject matter or field. And it takes over 10,000 hours. Like Kobe Bryant is one of the greatest basketball players, not because of his talent, but because of his work ethic. When you hear stories about him, he perfected a shot for hours and hours and hours in the gym. See, that's what makes you a person that's actually can teach something, with the fact that you've actually put the necessary work in. It doesn't mean that you may be the best at it. It means that you put enough hours in that you understand the fundamentals of how things work. You have people nowadays that are street niggas. Let's just keep it real. They went from hustling in the street, hustling their people, selling poison to their people, and now they're turning around and they're selling courses. But see, they're still street niggas at their core. So they operate with their business principles like a street nigga, because see, they come from the mindset of take or be taken from. So they don't know morality. They don't know good business. They only know, listen, I got to play. That's that in their mind. I got to lick. They operate off of street principles. And see, that's the problem. You can't apply street principles to business. Only street niggas try to apply street shit to business, because the street shit is a trap in it anyway. The street shit is designed to fail. So this is why these business deals are designed to fail, because they're structured in them like they're rap, like they're fucking, flipping a bird, hustling, trapping. Look at how they position in the marketing and the angle they're going for. So this is why when you're buying these real estate deals and you're doing these transactions, this is why they flop, because the trap is a trap, and they're taking trap mentality, right? Trap tactics, and they're applying it to business. So they're not trying to come in here and really do good business. They're coming in here trying to get as much they can get from you because they view you as a lick. They're not looking at it like, hey, if I got the property for 5, let me sell it to you for 10. No, they're looking like, let me get as much as I can get from this person. It's no different than the streets. So I don't mind being called the cop, because you know what? It feels good when I got people that inbox me and say, yo, you saved me from losing $25,000. You saved me from losing $50,000. Because another individual, I don't want to say the person's name on here, who burned somebody for $50,000, caused him and his father to lose out on their relationship, caused pain in the relationship because the son took money from the dad to go and do a deal. And then now the dad is mad because the deal flopped. See, I don't look at the turmoil that happens in the relationships that get strained when shit will go left, because you got to understand, I could bounce back from a $50,000 hit like it ain't nothing. A lot of these people, this is their last $50,000, they last $40,000. Okay, so we at a point now, and now it's not just 1 or 2 people. We're talking about, hundreds of people now coming forward. They maxed out their credit card. Saying they bought a property. You're selling property to people that's on a condemned list, and then you're saying you're going to make them whole, and then you block them. You're deeding properties over to a 19-year-old, and then when a 19-year-old gives you the bread for the 4 other properties, he never receives the 4 properties, but you still keep the 100,000? Because see, when I asked him that question, he said I mixed up his word.
He did a property over to Danielle and then sold the property without her knowledge.
Go figure. Make it make sense.
I say the name all day long. Greg, Big Business Parker, nigga, you a rotten nigga, boy. You worse than that nigga Jay, boy. God damn. Boy, you and this motherfucker I'm talking about. Every time I go in my DM, there's a new person by the minute. I have never seen people come at this rate on some shit I ain't had nothing to do with. See, he fucked up the other day when that nigga brought me in. When he brought me on that live to try to, like, I guess he thought I was going to co-sign him or some shit. Like, nah, bro, like, I can't stand next to you when you doing this shit, nigga. They going to try to label me like you. You got me fucked up. I spent millions into building my shit the right way to let a nigga that's goddamn stealing from niggas goddamn align with me. No, absolutely not. Man, listen, I'm going to tell you how real I am. When I first started dating my girl, Nicole, I asked her straight up, hey, you got any bullshit with you? I'm looking up her name. I'm checking everything. I would make sure everybody around me legit because I know how sensitive it is in this culture, man, and how people would be like, hey, look, it'll fuck up everything you got going on. Everybody around me got to be thorough. That nigga Eli, he got to be on this shit. Eli ain't on this shit. Nah, nigga, get the fuck away from me. Give a fuck what you done said, what we done did together. No, if I hear Eli doing funny shit, nah, I don't give a fuck with Eli no more. Like y'all got this mentality that because you done fuck with a nigga and you done been around somebody, you supposed to be okay with them doing shit that's not ethically right. No, I don't do that. I don't compromise my morals and integrity for nobody. Hey, look, I fuck with Eli, man. Eli, every time the nigga come to Miami, we kick it, he hang, he come to the house, he done met my kids, he hang with my girl, all that. Let me tell you something. If this nigga was out here doing some funny shit, I'm cutting Eli the fuck off too. Like y'all be trying to like mix and mingle this friendship like, oh, I thought y'all was friends. So because we a friend, we not supposed to talk about a nigga going and stealing millions of dollars from people? No, that's weirdo shit. Like,
but I can't be friends with you if you're doing shit like that anyway.
Yeah,
because you'll do that to me. Yeah, you'll do the same to me. So no matter time.
I don't want to be friends with a nigga that got innocent people out here trusting in them and taking advantage of them. Like, none of that. Like, that's the weirdest shit to me, man. I don't play that weirdo shit. And I can't believe a nigga just like, hey, you Soft Warriors, nigga. I be seeing you in my comments all the time. You's the absolute most weirdest nigga. For you to even bring up Charleston White, just tell me what type of weirdo you are in the first place. Like, I'm about to block you. I be seeing your bitch ass saying a whole lot of hoe ass shit all the time. But, like, you really a bitch.
But you know the funny thing about just looking at all of this stuff, like I said before, and I'll say it again, man, none of this shit looks like good business. It doesn't look like big business. It looks like janky business. It looks 100% like a Ponzi scheme to me because you're bragging about paying out 400 people, but there's literally thousands of other people talking about they haven't been paid, right? And my thing about it is that like you have all of this quote unquote material wealth, then why can't you liquidate that wealth to pay back to people? It does not take 2-3 years to pay people back. And then now, when shit gets public, now all of a sudden now you want to come up with the money and you want to pay people. You should have been doing that from day one. I'll wait till when it's public now. So it goes to show me that clearly the way you're operating is with a lack of integrity.
What's up, Will? We got Will Roundtree in the building. What's up with you, bro?
What up, man? I'm at the gym, man.
Oh, so we caught you at a bad time. Yeah, you can be in there with the lunker alarms and shit like that.
Yeah. But no, I just have to chime in, man. This is why people don't be seeing me at the conventions and doing all that stuff, man. Because I've been telling people, like, I've been doing this since 2015, like on a professional level. I've been in the space since 2007. I tell people, y'all can look up my track record. And I don't do people dirty. And the reason people don't be seeing me in the rooms I used to be in, because I saw all of the fake shit that was going on. And, you know, me and you done had plenty combos offline, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And I've been saying, I had a live the other day where I was like, yo, it's about to get real out here because all of the plays done ran out. So now people getting desperate. You know what I'm saying? And I've been calling people out. People been on my neck because I've been calling them out. And they like, yo, I'm doing it for views. I'm like, I don't have to use social media because I own shit in real life. You know what I'm saying? So So yeah, but keep doing what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing, bro. You too, Eli.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I think, and even how me and you first met, I always said, like, you get sometimes grouped in by association, man, and then people will look at you and they be like, nah, I don't want to fuck with you because you even align with certain people. So when I first met Will, he was still partnering with Jay, and I was like, hey, man, like he said what's up to me to show respect, and I didn't even want to have any type of dealings with him because of who he was aligned with. And I think people just got to understand, like, as you build in this community, well, definitely as an influencer, and you're talking about you want to help people establish and build wealth, and you want to help people change their family trajectories, the people that you sit next to, the people that you align with are very, very important because they can make or break you. And the guilty by association thing is a real thing. And even the fact that, like, I'm going to just tell y'all, like, researching the people before you get in alignment with them in business is another important piece, because a lot of us, we see people that got a big following and we get excited about the following and we're quick to act, and we don't do our proper research. And that's how I actually got myself into trouble. I never had a lawsuit in my life until I moved too fast. See, sometimes you look at these niggas and you think they supposed to be what they present online, and they're not what they present. And that's exactly what happened with me and Jay. I came in, I'm reading this nigga based off what he's posting online, all the little shit I see, but I didn't do any research. I get out here, I get a contract, I use a contract and everything else, but if I had just done a little bit of fucking research, I would have been able to avoid all the bullshit. Like, I never had a lawsuit until I had to deal with his bullshit, you know? And I tell people, like, when you start acting based off, hey, look, it's a quick opportunity to blow up and this person got their shit going on, so I'm not even going to go back and do my background research and everything else, it will always bite you in the ass. Do your research. I tell people, even if you're going to spend money with me, go do your research. Go look for other testimonials. Go look for other people that took your program, people that took the course. Look for people that had success that might be a reflection of what you're trying to do in your life. Go make sure you're actually aligning in alignment with the person that you're actually trying to go and do this mentorship or coaching with. This is a critical piece that I had to learn the hard way. When you get punched in the face because you done went out here and tried to move too fast and you got in alignment with the wrong person, it could cost you everything. It could literally make you lose everything. And somebody asked me, why did I have to be so hard on Hyde? Obviously, you didn't listen to the first hour where I was giving him an opportunity to talk. See, the reality is that most of y'all don't understand is you got to have a level of it's called self-accountability. You niggas want to blame everybody for your own mistakes. He didn't do any due diligence. Remember, did you just hear me talk about even my own personal mistake of not doing the research first? I hold myself accountable before I blame somebody else, because you got to think about it. How do you put yourself, how do you get in a certain situation? You didn't do your part. And this is the thing that we got to do is we got to stop thinking about, okay, how did that person do me wrong? How could I also have avoided being in that situation? It's like defensive driving. You get in the car, you got to be prepared for the person that's going to do some dumb shit that might be 2 steps. You got to be 2 steps ahead of people. And this is one thing my dad told me a couple years ago, and I didn't understand it at first. And he was like, the problem with you, Tony, is you don't understand the snake. He said, sometimes you guys, like you get so close, you'll get in striking distance of the snake. Sometimes you need to know, hey, look, what type of snake that you're dealing with and what the striking distance is, so you know how to avoid that person, right? So an anaconda is going to have a greater striking distance than the viper. And the ball python is going to have a different striking different distance than the garden snake, right? So we need to understand how far we distance ourselves from the people that could be predatory to us. We got to make sure we hold ourselves accountable for what we put ourselves in. Because at the end of the day, I'm hearing grown ass men like the guy that was on here, Keith, earlier. Bro, he didn't have a fucking contract. You sent $41,000 without a contract? You guys are sending hundreds of thousands of dollars without a contract? Yeah, that's why this nigga's online popping this shit and feeling cocky, because he knows that you guys don't have no paperwork in place. Shit, that could have been a gift for all he can say. See, this is the problem with us, bro. We got to understand like the level of accountability that we hold in this shit. Like, yo, there's no way that Hyde should have gave this nigga $100,000 and don't have a fucking deed and understand which properties he controls. I don't give a fuck what you want to say. If you telling me that you big bad and if you got Hyde the billionaire as your fucking name, and you don't understand that you're supposed to have paperwork on a real estate transaction that you just gave $100,000 to, I'm questioning you, bro. Hey, Will, how many real estate transactions have you ever done that didn't involve paperwork?
Not one, man.
Not one.
Matter of fact, my attorney reviewed everything.
So when
I was one of the first ones telling people to get attorneys on here.
So when I say this shit, niggas get mad at me. But the reality is, my nigga, where's your level of accountability to motherfucking, you put up $100,000 and you don't have a single piece of paperwork to show nothing that you own? Come on, my nigga. Like, y'all niggas got to stop trying to blame just Greg. This is shit on you, too. The minute that I would have been like, nigga, I would have been a week into this bitch, and I ain't got no goddamn paperwork. First off, I'm not sending $100,000 without no paperwork. But after about a week, nigga, you sitting here still in the DM talking to this nigga about his IG post. Oh, man, I would have been like, fuck that IG post, my nigga. Hey, where my bread at, my nigga? Where the fuck is my bread? Hey, nigga, I sent you $100,000. Where's my properties on my bread? That should have been the conversation. See, y'all be sitting there, y'all be so enamored with the person and their celebrity that you want to suck dick instead of doing what's right. Man, you niggas is fans, bro. You niggas is dick eating. You straight dick eating, bro. You got a nigga that done took $100,000 from you, and you talking to him in this fucking in this text about a fucking social media post that he put up. Like, man, you got me so fucked up. Hey, nigga, where's my motherfucking money? Or where's my deeds at? Where's my property? I'm not sending no nigga no fucking $100,000, and I'm 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the line, and I'm talking about a social media post, and I'm not talking about my fucking money. Are you insane? Are you insane? But then you want to get mad at me because I told you, nigga, you can't shut up and listen and let a nigga hang himself with his rope. Give the nigga enough rope to let him hang himself. Let that nigga talk. Let that nigga talk enough to be able to tell you, hey, how I fucked up in this deal, how I fucked you over. You want to interrupt the nigga. Niggas want to be right so bad, he wouldn't even let Greg tell on his damn self. Greg was sitting there telling on himself. He was telling right there on the air, hey, how you could have got your money back, and you could have used that information in a court of law to help your dumb ass out. But nigga, all you wanted to do is overtalk the nigga. Me and Eli both like, nigga, shut up, bro. You can't even let the nigga help you. He was helping you. Let me tell you, these niggas had no accountability in their own shit, bro.
And that's the key there, because see, one thing I've learned is if you let a person talk long enough, they'll tell you all you need to know. The fact that he said that he deeded over the property to this young boy, and then he was supposed to deed over 3 more properties to this young man. And then once he found out that the young man wasn't old enough, he never deeded over the rest of the properties. Well, that means the nature of the deal changed. So it shouldn't be $100,000 anymore because he only got 1 property. So that means some of the money should have came back right there. Then when I asked him the question about the Toro stuff, he said, I don't even do no Toro. Then it changed. Oh, yeah, but that was back then. But see, that's the problem. You just move on. And see, again, you guys got to understand, a lot of these people sound smart, but even they're not smart. Because, see, well, he's a hustler. So go ahead.
Y'all got to stop this, man. I just seen somebody say, hey, he was 19. Nigga. My dad told me from a young age, you don't sign nothing without reading it. You don't do nothing without a contract. Y'all got to stop, man. This excuse making shit. If a man is smart enough to send $100,000, you got to have some sort of idea to have paperwork in place. Like all this excuses, man, fuck that shit. How you got enough sense to make $100,000, but you ain't got enough sense to motherfucking know you need paperwork? And hey, look, and if you ain't have a daddy involved, nigga, and you making $100,000 and you ain't figured out how to fucking put paperwork in place, that's on you. I'm not making no excuses for no grown ass man. Like y'all got to stop, man. Hey, y'all niggas y'all want to be victims so bad. Fuck that victim mentality shit, bro. Like niggas want to be victims so fucking bad. No, bro, you got a responsibility. You know how to make $100,000, but you don't know how to protect it. You don't know how to make sure you got shit in place. The basics. Hey, when I give you this $100,000, what else did we have involved in it? Can you tell me exactly what I'm buying? Niggas didn't even know what he was buying. Nigga didn't even know like a promissory note, nothing. Nigga ain't even signed nothing on a napkin. Like, bro, niggas could have wrote something down like, hey, look, here's what I'm getting. Like, it don't have to be on the actual contract. Man, y'all niggas, stop this bullshit, man. You niggas is grown-ass people trying to make excuses and coddle, man. If I'm spending $100,000, I need to know exactly what the fuck I'm getting. And yes, Greg was preying on him. I understand Greg was preying on the man. We all know Greg preyed on him. He was a young kid at the time. Hey, but let me tell you something. As Hyde now had gotten into this business over the last 4 years, he didn't make any noise until just now when he felt like he was hurt. Why did, and y'all laughing about a napkin? Yes, real business transactions happen and get signed on a napkin. Arthur Blank bought the Atlanta Falcons on a napkin. He signed a contract on a napkin. Absolutely. Happens all the time. See, it's just us in the black community. We walk around with blinders on. But yeah, you don't listen. Anything can be legally binding with two signatures on it. Okay. All right.
But yeah, like I was saying though, just going back to from the standpoint of, listen, man, when we're looking at this entire thing unfold, there's a pattern of behavior here. And as I was stating before, a lot of these people, they learned something in a course last week, last month, and they're out here teaching it. And because they got the gift of gab and they know the right triggers to get you to react, they understand how to trigger you to get you to buy something. But when you actually get behind the scenes and you look at their business operations don't even make sense, which is why most of their projects are incomplete. This is why they go from Airbnb, Toro, credit repair, real estate. They keep jumping all around because they haven't perfected anything. They're just hustling these things. They look at the courses, the mentorships as a hustle. They don't look at this as a true education platform where they're trying to educate you. To them, it's just a hustle. It's a get in and get out. It's a flip this, get as many sales, go to the next thing. So now when we're asking him, what about the Toro stuff? He done did so many different things that's incomplete. He can't even remember that he was doing the Toro stuff that was incomplete. When someone buys something from you, right, and you're saying that you are an expert in a particular service or a field, you have to deliver the entire product and service and experience to the customer. That's like buying an iPhone and it's just the shell and it has no hardware on the inside. They will be selling you a product that's incomplete. Now, when we start talking about because I want to get my cop on right now and my police work on right now. This is why that RICO case actually happened. Because when you are using the Fed wire system and wiring money around, and you are pretending to be a fiduciary, you're pretending to be able to render a service based upon a financial entity or based upon finance and rendering service. If you do not properly render that service or you misrepresent that service, that is wire fraud. That is racketeering. And if there's a group of you, and with multiple LLCs, that's where the RICO case comes into play. And I guarantee you, if more of you guys get together and you start sharing your experiences, this is going to be much bigger than any of us can think of, because now you got to start thinking about the fact of he was on Love and Hip Hop. At least 1 or 2 episodes are mentioned with it. So clearly he travels in the circles of celebrities. And we know for a fact that many other hustlers have gotten celebrities. When you start thinking about wire fraud and conspiracy to commit wire fraud and misrepresenting who you are and your product and your service, because again, you have to disclose to these mentees that you own the property too, right? And what you purchased this property for. Like that's failure to disclose material information. So understand, a lot of you, this is how you get hip to game and you start understanding. When you're doing business with the person, they have to disclose the conflicts of interest. They have to disclose how they're getting paid off these deals too. Because if they're not giving you proper disclosure, then that's a problem. That in itself is a lawsuit as well.
Hey, man, I'm looking at my DMs. Y'all niggas is crazy, man. These niggas making memes with Big Business say, if you blink, your money is gone.
Yeah.
We might just get hit with the RICO.
Hey, that nigga's the first nigga to get hit with the real estate RICO, man. Hey, listen, hey, G, we gonna pray for you, bro, because these people on your ass. That nigga from West Baltimore said he ain't never had no money taken from him. I pray for you. I hope these niggas just keep it legal. Lord have mercy.
Yeah. And also one last thing before I go too, I want to emphasize this. Whenever you're commingling funds, that in itself is a problem as well. Because, and this is why the paper trail is important. This is why you got to get forensic accounting. This is why all of these things come into play. Because now when they're talking about all of these different LLCs and entities that a person's using, and they're moving money over here and moving money over there, if you're using money from courses to pay people for real estate transactions, that in itself right there to me sounds like a Ponzi scheme, right? Because certain entities are supposed to be separate. Certain merchant accounts are supposed to be separate. If you're mingling funds around and you're using money from over here, how the man said he was talking about getting rid of the Rolls Royce and then popped up with the Maybach or whatever, like that right there, those things seem to be a problem. If you're using funds that are supposed to be for certain things and to pay for certain business transactions, and now they're going towards your lifestyle, that in itself is a problem. And this is why you can't talk this street shit when a person is using, legal things to quote unquote pretending to be legal things to defraud people. This is why it's important for you to get an attorney, to do forensics accounting, to understand where did the paper trail start and where did it end. Because even with the wife, I'm hearing people talk about that they had mentorship dealings with this person. So all of this shit seems to be a problem. And we have to make it comfortable for people to come forward and speak. And also understand how Tony was talking about if I'm scamming. This is why it's important to go public, because guess what? If I was scamming people, guess what people be doing right now? They'll be sending Tony DMs right now saying, Eli owe me 5,000. Eli owe me 10,000 right now. This is why it's important to make it comfortable for people to speak, because now it forces everyone to operate transparently. If you allow a person to just pay someone off, they can go back to keep on doing the same shit that they've been doing. Because now you also got to think about older people like my mom or like my dad who are not social media savvy, who may have come across this person at a seminar or something like that, and now they got defrauded. All you got to do is block my mom or block my dad. He don't know how to create other accounts and go live and all that type of stuff. So see, we got to be mindful when we're speaking that not everyone is on social media. And when you know how to market and get in front of people, you could go target a whole new audience. You could go on TikTok. You could go on YouTube. There's other platforms where you can go and reinvent yourself. So it is important to give people who actually have platforms, allow people to come on there and tell their piece. With that being said, I got to get back to trading, bro. Just want to say my piece, man. We'll hop back on this later.
Hey, Officer Eli, we appreciate you joining on the Get Your Ass Up podcast, man. Hey, listen, y'all go check out my man Common Sense Eli. He be always spitting all the real financial game for you. Real game. If you haven't already done so, make sure you go subscribe to the Get Your Ass Up podcast. We are giving away $1,000 tonight. Make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure that you give a 5-star rating. Share me in your stories. If you take the shit down, you will never be eligible to win. Okay? Subscribe to the Get Your Ass Up podcast on Apple Music right now. We're number 6 on documentary, number 50 on society and culture. Let's get to that top 10 in society and culture. Let's push this thing all the way to number 1 on Apple Podcasts. This is a Black-owned, independent podcast network that's literally taking the shit by storm. So we going to the top. We had my man Officer Eli in here. We're right now breaking down Greg BigBizzness Parker, the biggest finesser of all time right now, in my opinion, because these deeds is looking crazy. The DMs is even crazier. The amount of people coming in my DM with $40,000 to $50,000 stories is crazy. I mean, hell, if you get 2 people, that's $100,000. If you add that up with all the people that's in my DM, you're talking millions of dollars that Greg has not only had sent to him, but then he's blocking the investors. He is not paying people back. They have to actually make real threats before he even gets back to paying them. And then last night we seen one of the dudes, man. One of the guys actually won a case against him for like $84,690 because he hit Greg with the real estate RICO.
We might just get hit with the RICO.
Yeah, so Greg got hit with the real estate RICO. He the first real estate nigga to get hit with the real estate RICO, y'all.
We might just get hit with the RICO.
Hey, look, so every day is going to be some new shit coming in. Hey, tonight we're going to be back live again. Get Your Ass Up podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everything. But right now I'm doing a $1,000 giveaway every single day that I feel like it until I choose to turn it off. All you got to do is make sure that you subscribe to the podcast. Make sure that you give us a 5-star rating. All right? Greg BigBizzness Parker, you fucked up when you sat there and said, hey, Tony got open cases. I said, nigga, what? Do you really want to battle with me, Greg? Do you want to fucking battle with me, Greg? That's my question, Greg. Do you want to really drop your nuts and battle with me? You said you got more money than me, Greg. When you said you had more money than me, Greg, I had to...
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I guess you do got more money than me, other people's money, but how much money do you have of your own? How many niggas do you owe? How many niggas are you ducking? How many niggas did you block in your fucking call log? That's what I want to know. I want to know that shit. Because you niggas be talking all this money shit, you rich niggas shit, but you niggas be stealing niggas money, owing niggas money, blocking niggas, you losing court cases to niggas that you motherfucking done. It got hit with the RICO.
We might just get hit with the RICO.
Man, you got me so fucked up, dog. Hey, this nigga is the first nigga in real estate that's about to get closed by the closer. Well, actually, I got the nigga Jay already. Jay's been on life support. We put that nigga on a shit bag and everything. And that girl, Donnie, I seen you put that nigga on that podcast. Hey, Donnie, you better stay out the way. Don't let them niggas on, don't let them play with you and get you lined up, Donnie. You a lady, but because you get in, don't think I won't put your ass in the crossfire. Hey, I got 2 real estate niggas. I'm going to put it. I'm retiring both of these niggas. I'm putting them both on the scammer Rushmore. Jay's going up there and Greg is up there. What was that motherfucking podcast with the social podcast, the little David Shands bitch ass nigga? Yeah, David Shands, you an ultimate bitch ass nigga too. Yeah, I said it. A lot of you niggas in Atlanta, bro. Hey, a lot of y'all Atlanta niggas, we can line some shit up. We can go set it up in a boxing match, however y'all want to do. But I want to fuck some of you bitch ass niggas up because you niggas is out here motherfucking promoting niggas that you know done scam people, and y'all okay with that shit. It's hundreds of people, hundreds of victims, and you niggas be giving these niggas platforms. So I got smoke for all you niggas that continue to give motherfuckers platforms after they done stole money from people. Donnie, you got your goofy ass in it? Yeah, use a goofy, bitch. Use a goofy. You sitting there motherfucking dick riding a nigga and all that, smiling in that nigga face after he done stole from thousands of people. Use a goofy, bitch. Yeah, use a fucking bird. Why you ain't ask the tough questions? Why didn't you ask this nigga, where's the investor money? Yeah, David Shands is a bitch ass nigga because these niggas co-sign niggas that steal from the community. Y'all got to pay attention. Anybody that would co-sign a nigga that got fucking thousands of complaints, SEC complaints, Better Business Bureau complaints, and they use their platform to give that nigga an opportunity to go crowdfund and take more money from people is a bitch ass nigga. If a nigga got open cases and all kind of shit going on around him, why would you give this motherfucker a platform to help him try to get out here and try to take more people money when there's so many questions of uncertainty about that money? What I just want you to ask yourself, what fucking sense would it make? Why would I give a nigga that I know done took money from niggas a fucking platform? Maybe this shit too real for you bitch ass niggas because you think that everything is okay. You niggas don't motherfucking, hey look, you don't even care about the motherfucking victims and the people that's actually been impacted because it ain't happening to you. Once again, any nigga that co-sign a known scammer is a bitch ass nigga. Any nigga that co-signs a fucking known scammer is a bitch ass nigga. Whether you got it for payola or if you did it because you say that's your friend, you are a ultimate bitch ass nigga. David Shands, bitch ass nigga. Social Proof, bitch ass network. I pull up on anybody that wants smoke. You co-sign a fucking scammer, nigga, you's a bitch. Just like that. Right. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode on the allegations against Greg BigBizzness Parker. If you found this episode informative, valuable, be sure to make sure that you subscribe, rate, and review this Get Your Ass Up podcast on Apple Podcasts. Your support helps us continue to grow and bring us up the charts. We're having real talk, real insight, real conversations to help you succeed in life, avoid any of the type of crazy stuff that's happening right now. Look, if you've actually been a victim of any of these things, man, and you want your story to be heard, feel free to reach out, man. I'm doing these segments where you can join on my live. You can give us some feedback of what you got going on, man. Today's episode was literally alarming. We want to hear from you guys. Reach out to us on our social media page at Get Your Ass Up Show. And until next time, keep your eyes open, stay informed, and always operate with integrity. And remember to get your ass up. That's a wrap for today's episode of the Get Your Ass Up podcast. Thank you so much for joining me in this journey of learning, growth, and self-improvement. I hope you found value in our discussion and feel inspired to apply the insights we've shared to your own life. If you enjoyed the show, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and share it with your friends and family. We're committed to providing you valuable content to our listeners, and your support continues to help the growth, and I want to over-deliver on that promise. I'm your host, Tony the Closer, and I want to remind you to never stop striving for greatness. Keep pushing yourself. Never give up. And remember that we're all in this together. Stay tuned for more empowering episodes continuing our way to success. Until next time, keep moving forward, and remember, get your ass up and make that shit happen.